I'm only going to say this one time. So listen, I have notes. Okay. Kayda and Melanie's situationship, okay? They are in situationships. Melanie completed the assignment. She was on the show and she wanted to win it. She wanted to go all the way. And she fell for Sincere. Men that behave like Sincere, that are low energy, low commitment, low effort, pretty much almost like competing with the girl. It's like he doesn't want to put her on the pedestal. He wants to remind her that he is the prize, him, not her, that she should be chasing him, not that he should be courting her in any way. All of that gaslighting, lack of accountability, none of that is a new standard. That is how a lot of men unfortunately behave. And when you look at someone like Carl, for example, that is the exception to the rule. That does not mean that every guy is like that. I believe that for someone to act like Carl, he has to have a good moral compass, compassion, empathy, like that has to be instilled. And not only that, the man has to want to take that kind of information in. He has to want to be empathetic. He has to want to be compassionate, understanding, loving, and straightforward, not wanting to hurt anyone. Like that's not something that is natural in all men. It has to be taught, it has to be programmed. Now, women in situationships oftentimes know that they are in a situationship. They have their own reasons for completing their assignment, which, being with that guy that does not treat them well, they will have their own reason for why they're in a situationship with someone that does the bare minimum. You should be careful with judging people's decisions when you don't know what their options are. You don't know what their upbringing was like. You don't know if they're fighting with self doubt, self esteem, lack of self esteem, and self love. I mean, no woman likes to be treated like that. No one likes to be treated like that. But in this case, since we're talking about Melanie right now, I'll get to Kayda, but since we're talking about Melanie right now, like, she knows that she looked stupid. She knows that he made her look like an absolute fool. Yeah, they made it to the end, but I guarantee that she already knew in her mind, like, this isn't going to be for a long time. Like, the amount that you suffer in a situationship waiting for someone to make up for more pain that they've caused you, more lack of accountability, more crying. Now for Kayda, my theory is, correct me if I'm wrong, but my theory is Zach, he knows that Kayda is model material. She's a baddie. All of the girls in the villa, all baddies. He did say repeatedly, she's hot, she's beautiful. He loves how she looks. There's physical attraction there. But you can clearly see the difference in the little to no effort compared to how KC, for example, asked TT out to be his girlfriend, and how Carl was so soothing and so kind to Anaya and complimenting her, telling her that she's a goddess. Like, it wasn't like he was withholding anything. He was sharing how excited he was about her. This is something that neither Sincere or Zach really did. If anything, I feel like Zach showed that he was like more hyped up, like more excited to hang out with Bryce than to like have him and Kayda be exclusive. Remember when Kayda and Zach got nominated to go to the hideaway? And he was like, well, if we do this, what if somebody else comes? Like, he was already thinking about what are my options if someone else comes along? Like, what are you gonna do? Does that say you're my dream girl? Does that say like I'm crazy about you? So when Kayda told the girls that they're exclusive, but they're not like in a relationship, and they said it's a situationship and she was upset about it, I think it's because she knows. Like, she knows that Zach isn't giving her the kind of attention that I am sure she has gotten much better treatment from other suitors. I feel like she was trying to accept that and play it cool, but deep down it hurt because no woman wants to feel like she's being hidden or like she's a maybe choice, or to feel like, well, if you check all of these boxes, then maybe I'll throw the label on there that we're boyfriend and girlfriend. We'll see if I don't have any other options. So, to conclude, a situationship will look different for everyone, but the main thing that makes a situationship what it is that you're not all in. You're just not. You don't actually want to build a relationship with that person, but you want all the perks, all the good things that come with having a relationship or having a partnership, without realizing that to actually have a real fully functioning, healthy partnership or relationship, the commitment has to be there. You can feel you can feel the difference when someone is all in and all about you and is not competing with you and is not trying to sabotage you and is not trying to humble you. You can feel the difference when they are actually rooting for you and actually want to show you off and are proud to have you as their partner and wouldn't dream of having anyone else because they're all in. So if you're in a situationship by choice, good on you. May you continue to prosper in it. If you're in a situationship and it's not by choice, learn how to set boundaries and how to plan your escape, how to be done. If you're living with a person, make sure that you're thinking ahead of how you're going to set yourself up for success so that you can exit the situation that you do not want to be in, because you only have one life. And if you are unhappy in a choice that was imposed on you and you accepted it because you love the person or because you don't want to be alone, then you have to be so honest with yourself and really, really decide if this is worth sacrificing your mental and emotional, spiritual well-being. You always have a choice, and choosing yourself doesn't necessarily have to mean you end the relationship right then and there, the situationship, right then and there. It means that you learn how to love yourself. You learn how to provide the things for yourself that you're expecting from someone else, and realize that you're whole on your own and that you are capable of anything that you set your mind to. And that once you're on your own and you realize you could stand on your own and you realize you can love yourself and that nothing happens when you're by yourself, you never know. You might attract someone that just adds to the incredible lesson that you learned, that you're good all by yourself, and anyone else that comes into your life should add to that wholeness because you're worth it.